Fabulous. Right, we're just going to go through the layout of the track, the runners and the riders, tell you what you can win, tell you about the rules and regulations, and then we're going to be underway with the sheep race. So first of all, if you can all just cast your eyes towards the top area of the park, between the roller coaster and the twister ride up there, you should see a metal gate. Behind the metal gate, we've 6 of the fastest sheep in the entire world. Yeah, there's 3 new ones, yeah. 3 scatty ones. Thank you, Denny. Just to let me introduce you to my co-pilot today, this is Denny. He's going to be helping me host the sheep race. Everybody say, hi, Denny! Hi. Denny's 3 years old. He's been working at the Big Sheep about a year now. Our youngest member of staff employed by the Big Sheep, and he's going to help us do the sheep race, just for the 2nd time only. Right, so basically what's going to happen is we're going to fling open that gate at the start of the sheep race at the top of the track. Each of those 6 sheep are going to race as fast as they can down the track, one by one, followed by Farmer Pete. Now, they're going to come 3 furlongs down past Bo Peep's Bend. We call it Bo Peep's Bend because sometimes we lose 1 or 2 sheep at that first part of the track. From there, underneath the bridge, 2 more furlongs down past Shepherd's Brook. From Shepherd's Brook, the last furlong brings them around the U-turn. From the U-turn, 3 jumps, jump 1, jump 2, jump 3. Last little bit of track across the finish line. On the finish line is a black bowl. Now in that black bowl is sheep food, and sheep food to sheep, it's a bit like chocolate to ladies. They absolutely love it. And the first sheep over the finish line today, obviously, will take away more food than any of the sheep following behind. That's one of the reasons they run fast, but the other reason they run fast is down to you guys to cheer for the sheep that you've placed a bet on today. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go through the runners and the riders. We're going to find out exactly who's placed a bet on which sheep. If we call out the name of the sheep that you've placed a bet on, please give us a big loud cheer. Your sheep are currently now up the top of the track listening. At this point, they really will respond to your cheers. And at this point, I'm going to be handing over to my assistant, Denny, and he's going to go through the runners and riders of today's sheep race.
Is your place about number 1 Red Ram?
Yes, if you place about number 1 Red Ram, give us a big cheer. Brilliant. So Red Ram actually has won more races this week than any of the other sheep put together. Give me an ooh. Oh yes, so we started our week yesterday, so the chance of him winning twice in a row is pretty slim, if I'm totally honest with you. You're looking out for your red coloured jockey on that one there and cheering for Red Ram as loud as you possibly can. Hopefully gets your win with number 1 today. And the next sheep?
Number 2, it's Sugar.
Yes, number 2, it's Shegar. Yes, if you placed about number 2, Shegar, that's the green coloured jockey looking out for on that one. Usually will come first or last. Very rarely is there a 2nd, 3rd, 4th or 5th for this guy. If he gets a good start out the gate, hopefully he's going to run nice and quick along the track. However, it is the one sheep that will respond most to the cheers. When they get to the U-turn, if you're not loud enough at that point, that sheep will do exactly what the sign says, make a U-turn, go straight back to the start line, run the race all on his own, and therefore coming in last. You're looking out for the green jockey and cheering Shegar as loud as you can. Your next jockey is?
Number 3, Little Pullover.
Number 3, Little Pullover. Brilliant. Well, actually, that's the youngest jockey in today's race. Got a slight weight advantage on his side, actually, due to the fact he's a little bit younger. So cheering nice and loud for Little Pullover, number 3, and hopefully he'll get a win for you today. You're looking out for your pink coloured jockey on that one there, Little Pullover. Your next sheep is?
Number 4, Golden Fleece.
Number 4, Golden Fleece. Yes, now usually this sheep's going to come in 1st, 2nd or 3rd. Very rarely is there a 4th, 5th or 6th. If he gets a good start out the gate, he'll run a nice strong race for you. But you've got to be cheering super, super loud for this guy. It has been known on the odd occasion that he will fall in 4th, 5th or 6th. But as long as you're cheering nice and loud from start to finish, you should come within the top 3 with that one there. You're looking out for your yellow jockey, number 4, Golden Fleece. And your next jockey is?
Number 5, Old and Nitty.
Number 5, Old and Nitty. Good luck. You guys have actually placed a bet on the only drunkard of today's sheep race. The only jockey that knows exactly where the brewery is. And he was in the brewery today, I'm not going to lie. In fact, he was that drunk that Farmer Pete has actually carried him up to the start line today to get ready with the sheep race. You'll know if he's still under the influence of alcohol because actually he's likely to be on his sheep back to front. Don't let that put you off though, because actually he's won more races seeing where he's been rather than where he is actually going. So your final racer in today's sheep race is?
Number 6, Woolly Jumper.
Number 6, Woolly Jumper. Definitely a crowd's favourite today. Yes, indeed, Woolly Jumper, one of the longest running racers here at the Big Sheep. A lot of wins under his belt last year. You're looking out for a multicoloured jockey, cheering Woolly Jumper as loud as you can. And actually, it's the only sheep in the history of sheep racing that has ever managed to clear all 3 jumps in one go. And if you believe that, you're going to believe everything I've just been saying. So you're cheering for Woolly Jumper number 6 as loud as you can. Hopefully get you guys a win today with that one. Like I say, he's a multicoloured jockey and cheering Woolly Jumper as loud as you can. So that's the runners and the riders. We've done the layout of the track. There's one rule in sheep racing, and I don't mind the boo for this next bit actually. When your sheep passes the finish line down here, if your jockey falls off the sheep at any point during the race, unfortunately, your sheep is then disqualified. Big news, big news. But if by some huge mighty miracle your jockey jumps back onto the sheep all on his own with no help from a human whatsoever, that of course is a legitimate win. Now the most important thing to tell you, in fact I can stand back up now, I just realised that's probably what Pete sees things from, that level of Pete, isn't it? That's literally what Pete, if Pete was doing the jockey in the sheep race, this is what it would look like to Pete, so now we know. Yeah. Oh, do you really? Great minds think alike, there we go. Right, so anyway, we want to tell you what you can win, and actually I think now I can hear everybody out there saying, Vaughan and Denny, what can we win?
Denny, what can we win?
Right, Denny, let's see if Denny can tell you what you can win. See, this is a bit of stage fright because we didn't rehearse this bit, see? I've just thrown this on to Denny. Can we tell him or not? No, you're going to tell him, okay.
You race winner's badge.
You win a race winner's badge! But not only do you win a race winner's badge, because we've added something else to the prize pile today. Denny, what else can they win?
A race winner's cup.
A race winner's cup! And on that cup you're going to have your sheep's name, colour, picture and number. That's your sheep's name, colour, picture and number. There are 6 to collect, and that's... No, we didn't get the gag. There's 6 to collect, and that's marketing. Didn't rehearse that neither, did we, Denny? Hey? No. Anyway, so Farmer Pete now just doing a quick test on the sheep. We're doing the steroid test on the sheep now. We've got to make sure it's a good fair race run for you guys today.